evening. I'm going to be showing you a video for your entertainment. You're entitled to form your opinion as you see the information. Channel 10 News, Knoxville, Tennessee is the source. After conversations online about marks on Kenneth Wayne DeHart Jr.'s face after he was arrested, the Blount County Sheriff's Office responded with additional details about his arrest. DeHart Jr. is accused of fatally shooting a Blount County deputy and wounding another during a traffic stop. He led authorities on a 5-day manhunt before he was found at a home in East Knoxville and taken into custody on February 13th. In his mugshot and in videos previously released by authorities, he is seen with the mark under his eye. The mark led to questions about his treatment by officers during the arrest. Some new footage from the Knoxville Police Department and the Blount County Sheriff's Office obtained on March 22nd shows new details about his arrest. In one video, as he turned over to KPD, he is walked back to a cruiser and there is no cut under his eye. In the video, he also complains about his handcuffs. "You've got my circulation cut off," he said. In another video filmed just south of the University of Tennessee Medical Center, he is transferred over to the Blount County Sheriff's Office. When he's put into the cruiser during that transfer, he has a scrape under his eye. BCSO said it happened when BCSO deputies attempted to remove him from the back seat of the KPD's cruiser during the transition from KPD's custody into BCSO's custody the day he was arrested. And you will see this in this video. It's the part that you don't see as far as him being pulled out, falling to the ground, shoved to the ground. We don't know because you didn't show it. And it seems awfully strange that everybody's blocking the view, kind of like the George Floyd incident. People are standing on the street watching, and then you all put a little shield. And I'm not here to condone what Mr. DeHart did. Let me make that clear during this live stream. I don't condone anyone shooting at anyone for no reason and during a traffic stop. Should he have complied with the officers? Yes, he should have, but he chose not to. But beating him up or hurting him is not the answer because it's not the judicial process. Let 12 members of a jury decide his fate, or if he decides to plead on the mercy of the court. BCSO said deputies tried to make sure the handcuffs were safely applied after he continued complaining about them. The sheriff's office said his weight caused him to fall down on the road, stomach first. WBIR received a few different stories about where the injuries came from. Previously, David Ross, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Director, and the U.S. Marshal for East Tennessee said they saw no evidence of policy brutality during the arrest. Ross previously said the cut underneath DeHart's eye may have been caused by a pit bull at the scene of his arrest. So who's going to testify that the dog bit him in the face? And would the dog bite his owner? Or would the dog be trying to keep people from arresting his owner? How interesting. That's the set information. Channel 10 News is the source. Mr. DeHart unalived an officer who came on the scene. Originally, there was a female on the scene. They were going back and forth about the smell of marijuana, and that's what led to this debacle of him being incarcerated, a choice that he made, of course. She calls for backup, a male officer, and the male officer comes up. He's cursing loud, and one thing begat another. He shot the officer cold blood, and then he also shot at the female officer. He was erratic. I won't show that video, but you can check it in the YouTube queue because I don't want the content flag for me showing it on the network. But feel free to go in the queue to check out that said altercation with Blount County officers, deputies, which led to him being arrested. And now the question, did they assault him? Did they try to pull him out of the Knoxville police car carefully, or yanked him out and he fell, or they pushed him out, or did somebody punch him? Because you can't see that part of the video. They're standing around and they're blocking his body. I'm going to give you a recap for when he got arrested in the statement from the sheriff's office. Thank you for joining me. I'd like to donate to this great network, $McAndrew129, Cash App, stickers and checks. Always welcome to the live stream. Thank you for your time.
Can't understand how excited I am today. I tell you, at 3:22 today, we arrested the man that murdered my deputy.
For the suspect accused of shooting 2 Blount County deputies is over. Good evening, and thank you for watching 10 News at 11. I'm Katie Inman. Kenneth Wayne DEHART Jr. spent 5 days on the run. This is a new photo of him after he was booked into the Loudoun County Jail tonight.
You can see the cut under the eye.
And is due in court for the first time on Thursday morning at 9. We have team coverage tonight. 10 News reporter Maria Guzman joins us later in studio to share how one special flag is honoring the life of Deputy Greg McCowan. We'll hear from Aaron Velasquez in just a few minutes. He spoke to neighbors close to where police caught up with that suspect. But first, we turn to 10 News anchor John Becker, who shares the new details the Blount County Sheriff's Office shared with us today during a press conference. John.
Katie, good evening. You can see over my shoulder the cruiser of that fallen deputy, absolutely blanketed in tributes, including cards and flowers. As you mentioned, a manhunt like we have not seen in East Tennessee in recent memory tracked down this suspect. Here's what we learned tonight. Kenneth DEHART Jr. spent his time on the run, on the move. We know he may have gone to Georgia, according to authorities. He used at least one car, perhaps others may have had more help. Already 2 people have been charged with helping him while he's on the run, his girlfriend and his brother, and we may see more people charged in this case. Despite hundreds of tips from the public, authorities credit technology with leading them to this suspect. He's local. He is known to authorities for prior drug as well as confrontations with police. Now, I want to show you the scene. Authorities say they tracked him to a house in East Knoxville today, and they say they were fortunate. He happened to walk into the backyard. They spotted him, and that's when they moved in to make the arrest. He gave up without much of a fight. It's roughly 20 miles from the original shooting scene last Thursday in Blount County. The sheriff here was emotional, describing how his officers used the handcuffs of his fallen deputy to place that suspect into custody.
They go over fence and cuffed him with my deputy's handcuff, and Greg would be, I think, appreciative of that.
So just so we understand, Sheriff, you did use Deputy McCowan's handcuffs.
Yes, sir, we did.
We have seen other agencies make the same symbolic move using the cuffs of a fallen officer to arrest a suspect, most recently in 2022 in Loudoun County with the arrest of a suspect charged with killing Officer Chris Jenkins. Now, it will be up to the District Attorney General in this case if he moves forward with the death penalty. He will do so only after consulting with the family, and he told us tonight we will see that happen in the coming weeks. For more on the arrest scene, I turn to my colleague Aaron Velasquez, who was there this afternoon shortly after authorities arrived at that East Knoxville home.
That's right, John. Authorities converged on this home in the 2600 block of Linden Avenue. They quickly made the arrest of Kenneth DEHART Jr. They created a perimeter. They boarded up. They put crime scene tape on the corner of the street, Linden Avenue and Harrison, I believe, where located. So we saw the remnants of this operation while we were there. My photographer and I, we saw glass on the ground, broken glass. We saw the broken windows where things were made entry up into the home. As you mentioned, Kenneth DEHART Jr. was taken and apprehended in the back of the home.
Let's go back so you can get more of a view of what the house looked like.
That's right, John. Authorities converged on this home in the 2600 block of Linden Avenue. They quickly made the arrest of Kenneth DEHART Jr. They created a perimeter. They boarded up. They put crime scene tape on the corner of the street, Linden Avenue and Harrison, I believe, where the house was located. So we saw the remnants of this operation while we were there. My photographer and I, we saw glass on the ground, broken glass. We saw the broken windows where things were made entry up into the home. As you mentioned, Kenneth DEHART Jr. was taken.
Door tore down
in the back of the home, where authorities, he said, according to authorities, he gave up peacefully and he walked towards them. But we spoke with neighbors who say that they were happy to see a peaceful ending to this, and that they were happy to see, and also disheartened to see this happen in their neighborhood.
Well, I heard this big bang and stuff, and I didn't know what was going on. I was in the kitchen trying to prepare a meal, and I thought maybe somebody had a wreck. So I came to the door and peeked out and seen all the policeman cars up there and the flashing lights and stuff. So I stepped back in because I didn't know if it's gonna be in a shooting or not. Because bullets don't have any eyes.
That neighbor, Mary Ellis, she's lived in that neighborhood for 35 years, and she was happy to see this come to a peaceful solution and the suspect be taken without anybody else being hurt. I want to mention Sheriff James Barong. He also said that he would have loved to see that Kenneth Wayne DeHart Jr. be arrested by the funeral of Deputy McGowan. That is a goal that he set and was able to achieve.
Blount County Justice
Aaron, I
System.
appreciate it very much, giving us a lay of the land from that scene earlier today. And as Aaron mentioned, we will see a fallen deputy laid to rest tomorrow. Today was about the capture of the suspect, and as Aaron mentioned, the sheriff getting his wish. The deputy will receive all of the attention tomorrow. Deputy McCowan will be laid to rest after a funeral that starts at 1 o'clock at Sevier Heights Baptist Church. It will be full police honors. Following that funeral, we'll see the deputy escorted along a route that we're going to show you on your screen from Sevier Heights to Grandview Cemetery, about a dozen or so miles. Mourners are welcome to pay tribute and respects along that route safely and off the road. A reminder, tomorrow Blount County and Miracle City schools are closing early to honor this deputy, and we are also seeing all Blount County government offices stay closed through tomorrow to honor and respect the funeral service and this deputy. That's by order of the mayor.
Now, this was a month ago, everybody. February 13th, 2024. We're now third week of the month of March. And there has been obviously some conversations about the mark under his eye. I'll zoom in so you can see Kenneth Wayne DeHart. I meant to put Junior in the title. I will after this. First picture, when he's first arrested, no mark on his face, eyes, nose, lips, forehead. But right here, there's a mark under his, I would assume, left eye. How did that get there? Knoxville Police Department, Blount County Sheriff Department. He fell on the ground, you say? His weight caused him to fall. It's obvious he was uncomfortable in the backseat of the car. Big guy, arms behind. Hard way to be handcuffed instead of in the front. Will be uncomfortable. You're a very tall person, heavy set. Being put in the back of a car to sit comfortably. So as you see the way he's sitting in the car, he's sitting with his feet would be to the door and back to the other door. So wouldn't it make sense with the size of the man to either pull him out by his feet, have other people stand there to pull him up since he's a heavy guy, tall guy. Because that's if you pull him behind from the back, that would be all the weight shifting towards you all to pull him out by the back. So why not pull him out feet first? And then you all help him shimmy him out. But it's neither here nor there. You decide for yourself. People are arrested every day for all types of crimes: assaults, rape, child molestation, murder, attempted murder, fraud. And they are not hurt, harmed, beat up, choked, leg to the neck. So was he hit in the eye, or he fell and scratched his eye out? What's the truth? Kenneth Wayne DeHart Jr., currently the Blount County Jail. Let's get down to business, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is live number 2. Feel free to comment below the video later. This is Knoxville, Tennessee. Officer going to the scene to arrest Kenneth DEHART Jr. to take him to the Blount County line to hand him over to the Blount County Sheriff's Department. Right now, this car is in Knoxville, Tennessee, east side of Knoxville.
Harrison. Yeah, I did.
Roping everything off, moving the people out of the way, although they're trying to film. A lot of movement.
Yes, you use my car. Please lift that. Yeah, the back charger.
Let's go back a minute. Take a good look at Kenneth's face.
You got room in your car? Yeah. I can make it.
Right there. No marks under that left eye, left side of the face. No more. No scratches. No puncture wounds. No nothing. So what happened? This is in Knoxville. Apprehended from the backyard of a Knoxville house. SWAT team members in. He's about to be transported out of Knoxville, Tennessee to Blount County the Blount County line and then gets in a car in Blount County. But right here, he's about to be transferred into a Knoxville police car with no injuries to his face. So there is no pit bull that bit him, sir.
You got room in your pocket? Yeah. I can make it. I got to get you guys anyway. He's low for it. Bring him on. Bring him on. I'm losing his cuff, man.
Once again, zoom in again. No marks. How did his face get scratched up? Blount County line. Make it make sense.
Yeah. You got room in your pocket? Yeah. I can make it. I got to get you guys anyway. He's low for it.
Very tall guy. Big guy. Hard to fit into a car, of course. Pull it back. He says, loosen the cuff. No marks on the side of his face. Back of his neck. Elbows, nothing.
Okay. Y'all record this. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
He talks about being beat up. Hope you're recording. And they did record Mr. DEHART, but you still got your face scratched up. So it's up to people to decide if you actually fell to the ground getting out of the car once you got to Blount County, or somebody did something to your face, punched you while you were on the ground. So did you fall out of the car with them trying to help you out, or what? Or they threw you on the ground and scratched your face, or threw you to the ground and punched you? I don't know.
Somebody gets back on you at Harrison. Somebody go to 2600 block of living down there and cut it off.
Hey, tell him I'm going with. Hold your trunk and I'll help you.
So what some people are going to ask themselves, is it easier to get in the police car or easier to get out? Which is it? Because you see, it didn't take them long to put him in. So was it difficult getting him out?
Yeah. We're going to take him out hard. We got to get him off the block. It's too hot here.
You will hear DEHART say something in the back seat of that patrol car. I don't really know what he was saying. I tried to listen at least 4 or 5 times. Standing close to the TV, I couldn't understand what he was saying. I don't know if he was trying to say he didn't want to go to Blount County Jail, which we hear it is jails in the area. Many people have complained about the treatment of inmates there. Inmates have complained about their rights being, not having civil liberties in the Blount County Jail. This is usually where they send you for the feds. If you have a drug charge, serious heinous crimes, go there. Just interesting. Because you're going to see he says something, but I don't know exactly what he's saying to the officer, and the officer will let him know he doesn't want to hear what he's saying.
Yep. 33 are in. I'll tell you what they're at. Yeah. Got it.
You got animal control being around out here, we've got it.
They go past UT Medical Center to drop him off to Blount County Sheriff officers. For those of you who are familiar with Knoxville, Tennessee, University of Tennessee Medical Facility, UT Medical Hospital. A little ways up, they transfer him. Blount County State Line.
Lord County. Shit. You ain't got all fucking length of that, man. I'm sorry. You on emergency traffic? Yes, I do.
What is he saying to the officer?
Lord County. Shit. You ain't got all fucking length of that, man. I'm sorry.
He's saying something about up here. I don't know if he was saying he wanted to stay in Knoxville in custody. I'm sure he wouldn't want to go to Blount County Jail. Then someone would say, well, sir, you put yourself in that situation by shooting 2 cops, killing one, injuring another. What was he saying to the officer?
You on emergency traffic? Yes, I do. Hey, where's your mark card? You know where a mark card is? I'm in a KPD car, running emergency traffic from Cherry Street and North Jackal Highway. So you get on channel 2, you can come up to the main spot. Just give me their number. Yes. You want to run all the way there? Yep. Now, they got to stick through the house. We don't have any marks.
All right, brief intermission. Thank you for joining me. Kenneth Wayne DeHart, Jr.
What's your name? Who you with? Yes, sir. Let's say Aqua Highway now. Depending on where they're at, maybe somewhere around the county line. Voice when we get, we have a voice when we get transition. Just keep going down, one down. They're ready to. Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna speed it up a bit because he's in the car. Look at all the officers. Why does his hand keep covering up? I don't understand. Knoxville Police, Blount County Sheriff. Here we go.
Make sure you go down there and walk it off down there and hey, come about midway up the walk.
They're blocking the view. Go back again. Let's go back. A lot of officers. Why his hands keep going in front of the camera, I do not understand. So obviously they took him out on the other side of the car. Let's go right here. This side of the car would be where his back would be to the window, not pulling him out feet first, which would be closer to the side of the road of cars coming and going. So maybe this is the side they pull him off, pull him through the car for safety reasons. But did somebody hit him? Because when he's on the ground, the one officer goes around. If I didn't know any better, I'm wondering, did he kick him? See where he's down on the ground? Oh, he's stepping over him. I don't know what's going on. So what's the issue here? Let's go back. When the one guy stepped over, I thought maybe he kicked him, but maybe he was stepping over him. I'm trying to understand why they're not filming it. He's on the ground. See, that's what it sounds like. He said, put a wall around him. Why do you need a wall around him? And the officer that brought him has a body camera on him. And I don't know why his hands keep going in front of the camera, which is very strange. There are so many officers here. I stopped counting after about 10, 12, 13 officers. But I did hear one of them say, put a wall around him. Why do you need to put a wall around him? It makes no sense. Let's go back. There you have it. He's out on the ground. So what doesn't make any sense, if his face is on the ground and his feet are toward the door, I'm trying to understand how you got him out of the car. I'm trying to understand. I was assuming his back was to the door. Was it not? Or is it because we're flipping of a mirror here? I don't know. See, he says, the one way to say, put a wall around him. Put a wall around him. Why do you need a wall around him? You're supposed to be trying to put him into another car. Makes no sense. So did he go out feet first or pulled out with his back first? I'm trying to understand. Because if you're pulling him out from his back, how would he be lying on the ground face forward? Make it make sense?
Yes, sir. It's going to be our 62 suspect from Blount County. I'm down at UT right now with handing over to Blount County.
See, you can't see anything because they have it blocked. Why do you need all these officers? I don't understand.
We're at the exit.
Why do you need so many officers?
Suspect from Blount County.
And he's in handcuffs.
At UT right now with handing over to Blount County. Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty. We're not at UT. We're at the exit. 129. Not yet. No, we're transferring over. I'm transferring over to Blount County. Yep. I'll keep you updated. Yeah.
So the car is there. So ask yourself why this doesn't make any sense. It didn't take the SWAT team no time to put him into the car in Knoxville, Tennessee. The Knoxville police officer drives over the bridge near University of Tennessee Medical Center on Alcoa Highway to meet up with these officials to put him into a transferring car. The car is already pulled up, okay? It's close to the shoulder of the road. So why is everybody still just standing around? For what? When all you get to do is pick them up. You got enough people to pick them up. That's what's odd about this story. All these officers are just standing there, but nobody's trying to pick them up. This will lead you to believe somebody was doing something to him because the Knoxville police with the body cam, you're not over there watching, showing anything. You're chitter-chattering on the dispatch. So right now with the wall built up, as one said, build a wall around him, you can't see what's actually going on with him on the ground. No camera to show how he was pulled out of the vehicle, pulled from the back by his shoulders, or pulled out feet first. Okay? Can't be but one or the other. Now he's up. And now you see the mark on his face. Now you see how quick they got him in the car. You got him in there quick, but you were holding him down on the ground for a while. For what? Makes no sense. And I thought heard somebody say the camera's up. Yeah, we know the camera's up because the officer's wearing a body cam. Of course it's up. It's supposed to be up anyway. Very strange. So that's 1538. Let's go back. back to how long it took getting him out the car total. Three minutes. So you look at the clock.
I need you to make sure that you secure the alleyway. Down make sure you go out there and walk it all down.
And why is it blurred out? Because his pants are down? Did his pants come down? That's why it's blurred out. So this is about 3 minutes roughly of pulling up, then pulling him out, and then the Knoxville officer getting back in his patrol car to head back to Knoxville. See? Put a wall around him. Why do you need a wall around him? I don't understand.
Yes, sir. It's going to be our 62 suspect from Blount County. I'm down at UT right now with handling work in Blount County. Yeah. We got plenty. We're not at UT. We're at the exit 129.
There's your wall of men, or let me say officers. You can't see what's going on. He's on the ground. But at the beginning of this video, when the SWAT team was around him in the camouflage, there was no mark on his face. When they pull him up here, you will see a mark once he gets inside of the car, second car.
Not yet. No, we're transferring over. I'm transferring over to Blount County. Yep. I'll keep you updated. Yep.
See, this is where this makes no sense. You're looking at everybody in the picture. Everybody keeps looking behind them like they're worried, scared. Why are you not bending down to pick him up? This is where I'm confused. I don't understand. All this time, even though it's about 3 minutes or so, it doesn't take that long because you pulled him out of the car, no problem. You put him in the second car, no problem. So why is there pulling him up and you have all these officers around? But as you see, they're just standing there. How many are standing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 that I can count are standing. So one, if he's so heavy, why are you all not trying to pick him up? Just saying. 5, 6. At least 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12 people. That many people. You gotta be kidding me. Doesn't add up. Cameras up. Yes, they are. In the car. Just like that. That's why you know this is crazy. It took no time to put him in the car in Knoxville. It took no time for you all to pull him out of the car over here on Alcoa Highway, but yet you're all just standing around and one of you on the wall around him. So this is what I want to say to the officers. If you hit the man, punched the man, stepped on the man, kicked the man, whatever you did to him while on the ground, let's say, if you did, you should know, no matter what his crime is, you shouldn't be doing that. But we know it's hard to prosecute any case of brutality. And most people probably are not going to care because this is, you know, small town USA, white America, where we are. Well, he killed a cop. He shot another cop. Nobody's going to care. But the point is, when you're apprehended, no one is supposed to be beating you up, punching you, suffocating you, kneeing you to the neck, because people commit crimes every day. And that's just not justice. If that's the case, there's no point in arresting anybody if the cops are going to be using brutality during traffic stops and or an arrest. Just saying.
What do you?
What do you shut down, sir? You gotta come back on and go around or?
3437, got the door open, calling you from my phone.
Okay.
Talking on the phone.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, sir? It's already, but yeah, it was DEHART. It's already been transferred over to Blount County. Blount County has taken them into custody and they're headed to Blount County now.
All right. That's the end of that transport of Mr. DEHART. Now they're going to backtrack to show you what he looked like. Look right there. That is Knoxville, Tennessee. When he is first arrested. When he is first arrested, there are no marks on Mr. DEHART's face, cheek, nose, chin, neck. So this video you're watching by WBIR, they're backtracking to show you picking him up, putting him in the car in Knoxville, Tennessee, transferring him on Alcoa Highway to the Blount County line. All these officers and sheriff people were standing around, as you just saw a few minutes ago, taking their sweet time to pick him up off the ground, which I don't know why, but I think we already know why, because I believe somebody hit him. Because even if he fell and scratched his face, it still wouldn't take you almost 3 minutes to pick him up. It was too many of you all, 15 or so officers. So there was no reason for it to take 3 minutes from the time the officer pulled up. You all pulled him out of the car. He's down on the ground. I believe something happened. But your excuse is that he fell. So we got he fell because of his weight. We've got the head knocker saying he got possibly bit by the pit bull in the backyard, which nobody heard that he got bit by a dog. So which is it? He fell, he scratched his face, here, getting out of the car, or he got bit by the dog. Which is it? Well, he could have gotten bit by the dog because this is when he first gets in the car right here and there are no marks on him. So he didn't get bitten by a dog. Perfect skin. Perfect skin. No marks, no bruises. There you have it right there. Kenneth Wayne DEHART Jr. No marks on his face getting into the patrol car in Knoxville, Tennessee. He comes up with a mark under that left eye, if I'm not mistaken. I'm assuming that's the right eye. Once he comes out of the same car to be transferred. So right here, he's in Knoxville, Tennessee, getting put into the car. When they make it to Blount County, for some reason, he's on the ground. Allegedly, his weight made him fall. And they're just standing around, as I just showed you the video. And you also heard one of the officers say, make a wall around him. For what? Why do you need a wall around somebody and they're in handcuffs and they're on the ground? It makes no sense. Make it make sense. Add it up.
Taking all this off now. Too high. Nope. Yep. 33 are in. Okay, well they're at. Okay, so we're gonna get that short 129. Yep. Thanks, yeah. Contact.
39. He had animal control being out here. We've got it. He's dead.
No marks. Look at his face. There are no marks.
That house on right there next building. I know where I was at.
Let me say this pertaining to the Knoxville police. Well, I'm gonna say this to Blount County Sheriff. What I find interesting, because like I said, I don't condone what he did, but why did you all not give anybody the reward money? Because you just said in the video I played before this one, you gathered data to find Mr. DEHART. Stayed on the run for 5 days. So you telling me what? You tracked him down through what? Help me understand. You went to that house for a reason. So that means what? You found out on your own he was at that house. So what'd you do? Look in the database to see who he was related to, brother, or whomever, because the brother and the girlfriend got arrested. So, and they both bonded out, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just trying to understand, how did you get to that house to know he was in there? And then you say, well, we use data to find him. Data like what? Facebook, looking at friends of friends, who's he related to, who signed a bond at one time when he got in trouble. I'm trying to understand. Because it looked like to me you didn't want to give anybody that money. Because people talk. This is small town USA. All these counties line up together. Rome County, Knoxville, Blount, Anderson. Everybody knows everybody. And people talk. And for the right dollar amount, somebody will sell you out. So you telling me you all found Mr. DEHART through data only. So I'm trying to understand how you did it. You put a trace on the people's cell phones? Because people don't use landlines anymore. So help me understand. I'm just curious. All right, brief intermission, everybody. Kenneth Wayne DEHART Jr. arrested for murdering a deputy, Blount County deputy, and shooting another deputy, female deputy. The male deputy died on the scene. It was a traffic stop that he was weaving in the road. The lady went up to the car, smelled marijuana allegedly. They go back and forth bickering. He wouldn't comply. He wouldn't get out of the car, out of the truck, driving his grandmother's SUV. She calls for backup, and the rest is history. So he said he was trying to turn himself in. Is that true?
Where y'all taking me to? Blount County. I was trying to be over here, turn myself in. I know I was trying to turn myself in. I was trying to kill me. Y'all want to kill me. Like they tried to kill me. Yes, I do. Hey.
Did he say yes I do? He's talking to somebody else, or was he saying yes I do to him? Okay. I don't think that's a good thing to say if you're talking to Mr. DeHart and then he comes up with his eye messed up. I'm just saying.
My circulation is cut off on my wrist, man. My head is about to fucking fall off. Yeah, please loosen it. Like, don't be that person.
All right, brief intermission. They're just replaying his ride from Knoxville, Tennessee to Blount County line.
Loosen them real quick, just a little bit, man. Fucking hand gonna fucking fall off. That's why I'm trying to turn myself in. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this. Black County. You gonna try to take me here and kill me?
Oh, wow. Damn.
You trying to take me here and kill me? That what y'all doing?
I do find it interesting that they met at the county line. That sounds like some old country redneck shit. I have to admit, I ain't never heard of that. We have seen officers, sheriffs go to different jurisdictions, picking up people, transporting them, and they transport them to the jail or the detention facility. So this is odd that, Knoxville, you were too cheap to have the officer drive them all the way into Maryville to the detention facility, to the jail. I'm confused. Because it is odd. You can go anywhere and see a different sheriff, police, or whatever in a different jurisdiction. That's because they're transporting people from one place to the other. So I'm trying to figure out why you all didn't let this officer, this Knoxville officer, carry him all the way into Maryville, Tennessee. I'm confused. Help me understand. Because I just thought about that. That's why he's saying that. Y'all trying to kill me? Because usually the officer who transports you, they take you all the way to the jail, to the sheriff's department, or to the detention facility. They don't take you to the county line. Although it's a busy strip, Alcoa Highway, many people, drive by that road going, in and out of each jurisdiction from Knoxville to Alcoa to Maryville. But it's still strange to me that they met on the side of a damn highway to transport a fugitive. This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Get out.
So you see, they pulled him out from his back. Because I was wondering, well, how did you get him out and for him to get turned over on the ground? So you lied. This is what I don't understand about the police, sheriff. You all do stupid stuff and then you try to make up stuff. You pulled him out straight to the ground. There was nobody to help hold his weight up to pull him out. That's the reason why I said, why didn't you pull him out feet first? And then other guys, officers, could have helped hold him up by the shoulder, by the arms, and he wouldn't have fallen on the ground. But you pulled him from the back out, backwards. So that, as I said earlier, that's a lot of weight for anybody to try to pull, stand a person up. It would be kind of hard to stand a person up, pulling them from their shoulders backwards. Because he's a heavy person. It's not like you're pulling out somebody 120, 130 pounds. You're pulling out a very big guy, tall guy. So I guess he would fall to the ground. How else was he going to come out of the car going backwards? You threw him out to the ground, you pulled him out to the ground. Now, naturally, his feet are facing the highway. So you can easily say, well, we didn't want to pull him out that way because we're parked not too far from the road. But here it shows you pulled him straight to the fucking ground and turned him over. So I'm still trying to understand how would he have scratched his face if you pulled him out from the back, pulled him straight out to the ground, and turned him over, how did his face get scratched up? Help me understand.
Here you put in there and block it off down there. That is come about midway up the block in the alley.
It makes sense. And you can see the officer through the little bit of glass through the back. You can see they're just standing there. Nobody's trying to pick them up.
We have, from what I understand and what I can visually see, Linden down near Parkview, I'm sorry, Harrison down near Parkview is secured. We have two other alleyways moving in here.
So he's screaming. Somebody say he's being dramatic about the cuffs in the car. Well, naturally, if you've never been handcuffed before and handcuffed from the back, you would not know what that's like. And then if you're a big person, the cuffs are probably too small. Stay woke. Why is he hollering? It's not winded, but anytime you're uncomfortable, if it's just a minute, it probably feels like 10 minutes. So why is Mr. DeHart hollering? And why, as I showed you earlier, when they finally got him up off the ground, it was about like a 3-minute interval. Why was everybody just standing there? Why did one officer say build a wall around him? You want a wall built around because you didn't want the officer who brought him to show it on the body cam what you all were doing to him on the ground, if you did something to him.
This take care of needs to be walked off.
You know, sir, I think that last one took care of the entire area here.
Well, I think you do, you're looking on, then you.
If you're on the ground and nothing is being obstructed, no airway, no mouth, nose, why would he be hollering? That's all I'm trying to figure out. He's on the ground. One of the officers said build a wall around him. You did that because you didn't want this officer here who brought him to have anything showing on his body camera. I'm not stupid. And you should have said that, but it's already said it's on camera. And then he's down here moaning and groaning when all you all had to do was just pick him up. That's why I know this is bullshit. And like I said, I don't condone what he did. He did put himself in this situation by killing a cop and shooting another cop. But the point is, nobody is supposed to be putting their hands on a fugitive, a suspect, because people get arrested every day. Every day. And they show up to the jail just fine. They show up to court just fine. And there are people out here committing all types of heinous crimes. Assault, murder, rape, sexual assaults, child molestation, and you're not roughhousing them and you're not beating them up. Just saying.
One thing too, the Wild Night is anywhere I come. Right now, well, we don't see any, but if you want to go ahead and just take up in the area, if we need additional resources, I'll call you.
He's steady grunting. What is he grunting about? Just saying. You pull him out of the car by his shoulders and you pulled him straight to the ground, and obviously you turned him over to the ground, and then what did you do to him then for him to keep grunting? Now the officer is getting back in his car. Knocks the police officer.
What do you need shut down, sir? You gotta come back on and go around, or?
3437 Captain Worrell is calling you from my phone.
Stand by one second. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, sir? It's already, yeah, it was going to be JR. It's already been transferred over to Blount County. Blount County is taking him into custody and they're headed to Blount County now. I'm at 129 North at UT.
He's now headed back to Knoxville on Alcoa Highway.
Yes, sir.
Recapping his arrest. To show you he had no marks on his face. When the SWAT team apprehended him in the backyard of his house. And then when this officer came on the scene, who you are watching him drive up to the scene right now, old familiar territory. Shut your mouth. Yes, the Queen is in the general area. People outside, they're roping off the area for safety. Some of you were curious to why they were roping everything off, not right close to the house. Obviously, they made those people move that are sitting there up there on the little hill house to rope it off. They had their cameras out, camera phones out, watching, filming. Naturally, because of what his crime is, murder and attempted murder, I guess they didn't want to take any chances in case he was armed.
Dispatch to event of type disturbance at location North Harrison ST/Linden Avenue, Knox.
Putting all the people out of the way. Roping it off.
Somebody shut down the 2600 block of Linden down there. And somebody go run through the Harrison and Magnolia and shut it down there too, so no one can come down here.
This is a replay of the apprehension of Mr. DeHart, Kenneth Wayne Jr. SWAT team already has him over here by this vehicle. I guess their SWAT van. And this video is to show you how he looked while being in the custody of the SWAT in Knoxville, Tennessee. He did not have any scratches or bruises on his face.
Harrison or east on Linden. Dispatch fine officers will make that happen. You don't know the route for Harrison Linden.
You the area also?
Linden. Dispatch fine officers will make that happen. You don't know the route for Harrison Linden.
Are you the area also?
Right there. No marks on the right side of the face.
It won't move. My wrist is about to
Somebody
break
get
out.
Magnolia at Harrison. Somebody go to the 2600 block of Linden down there.
They're showing you different angles of the video versus inside of the car. A little while ago, I showed you him being in the back seat of this car, the same car in Knoxville, Tennessee, with no facial marks, bruising, punches, scars, nothing. This frame shows you him walking around the car, no marks on his face, and just the camera panning toward the street.
We're gonna change him out cars in a second anyway. We gotta get him off this hot zone. Too hot here. Nope.
What did that officer say? It's too hot. What is he talking about?
We're gonna change him out cars in a second anyway. We gotta get him off this hot zone. Too hot here.
What do you mean it's too hot there, sir? You mean too many witnesses outside? What you saying? I'm confused with what you mean it's too hot. Is that cop talk? Let's go back. Because I don't understand what the hell he's talking about.
We're gonna change him out cars in a second anyway. We gotta get him off.
We're going to change him out of cars anyway. What he's saying to his superior or whomever he's speaking to. We're going to change him out of cars. This is in Knoxville. When he's first put in the car with no bruising, no marks, you hear the officer saying we're getting ready to change him out of cars anyway.
This hot zone.
He said something right then. It's hot. I don't know what he's talking about.
We're gonna change him out cars in a second anyway. We gotta get him off this hot zone. Too hot.
You got to get him off this hot dumb. What are you talking about? this is what's weird about people. You got audio, sir. You got dash camera in the car to show the window, to show him. And whatever the hell you talking about is too hot. It's too hot because you all were looking for a fugitive. Or are you basically trying to say, we need to get the hell from over here because we got too many folks watching and looking? So what? Did y'all want to do something to him in the car? I'm confused. Help me understand. Or am I misinterpreting what you mean? I don't know.
No.
Yep. 33 to our unit. I'll tell you where they're at.
Okay. So where to go?
That's towards 129.
Yep.
Yeah.
Contact coming out.
Can you have animal control get out here with UNICEF, man?
It's hot out here. Well, it's still winter, so I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of patrol cars, U.S. Marshals, to apprehend Mr. DeHart.
Unit 6 to command.
He is now on his way, leaving out of Knoxville, Tennessee, to take him to the Blount County line, next to the Knox County line, Knoxville city limits, to transfer him over. And it sounds like he was saying it was hot. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, my thing is, why risk your job to hurt a fugitive or suspect? For what? Because you really don't want the flack that comes with beating up a person. I don't care if they're black, white, Mexican, Latino, whatever. What's the point? Hurting somebody. But we know in this situation, they're going to cover themselves no matter what because of the crime he committed. He killed a deputy. He shot at another deputy. So they'll cover for each other. It's just the way it is. And usually they do. Even when they're standing there looking stupid and know what the person is doing is wrong. But my thing is it worth you losing your job over? Because we already know the dog didn't bite him. He did not have that mark on his face when he got into this patrol car right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So when they pulled him out of the car over there off the highway, on Alcoa Highway, miraculously, he's now got his face banged up.
Call the CP.
Going down Cherry Street to the interstate.
Blount County. Oh, shit. They ain't been all fucking week for that, man. Don't start.
Okay, so now I know what he was trying to tell him. I was trying to turn myself in because I heard him clearer when they had the camera in the back seat. I was trying to turn myself in, and you knew that SWAT team hurt me. And that cop is saying it's too late for that. Well, I guess it is. You all saw him in the backyard, and you swooped in and you arrested him. So he should have turned himself in. And one would say he shouldn't have killed the cop. The deputy shouldn't have killed the deputy and shouldn't have shot the other deputy, the female deputy. Please check out that content. It's in the YouTube queue. I decided not to play it because I just don't want the network getting flagged because it is a violent video of him shooting at these people and unaliving a deputy and shooting at the female officer. But you can watch the video if you like. It's in the YouTube queue. I'm just bringing you the content pertaining to his face having the mark on it. He is now heading down Cherry Street in Knoxville, Tennessee, where it goes into the interstate for him to take him over to Blount County, the Blount County line that meets Knox County, Knoxville city limits rather, by UT Medical Center. and he is currently incarcerated.
Yes, I do. Hey, where's your mark card? You know where the mark card is?
You heard him saying, "You're trying to kill me." And naturally, he would think that once he come up on that highway and didn't see the Blount County Jail, because the Blount County Jail is a little ways from University of Tennessee Medical Center. It's way up in Maryville, Tennessee. So I guess he was kind of scared, thinking, wait a minute, this ain't the jail. Well, what the hell y'all taking me? On the side of the road to meet up. That's what they did, because they do the way they want to do it.
I'm in a KPD car, running emergency traffic from Cherry Street, heading towards Jackal Highway. Taking you on channel 2, and we'll come up with a meet spot. Just give me their number. No, I'm in KPD's group. Yes. You want me to run all the way there? Yep. No, they ain't gonna still clear the house. We don't have any marks. Go.
What did he say?
You want me to run all the way there? Yep. No, they ain't gonna still clear the house. We don't have any marks.
Sound like he said we or he don't have any marks. Maybe I'm mishearing this. What did he just say? We don't have any marks. He don't have any marks. What are you saying about his body? Why? Because y'all plan on doing something to him? Or am I misunderstanding that as well? I'm just saying.
You want me to run all the way there? Yep.
Right here, he's asking the officer about meeting them to transport him, how far in to go. And I could have sworn he's saying, somebody's asking him, I think, about how he's looking. Which here, in this back of this car, he didn't have any marks on it. Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? That somebody on the other line on the other end of that phone is asking about how he looks.
No, they ain't gonna still clear the house. We don't have any marks.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You want me to run all the way there? Yep. No, they ain't gonna still clear the house. We don't have any marks.
It sounds like he says we don't have any marks. What would that mean? I don't know. Just curious.
What's your name? Yes, sir. No, this is Jackal Highway. We're running hot to where how far we can make it to it.
No, you're gonna
Say,
run this SUV over.
So we're fixing to get on with you.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Look how bad the highway is. He is rolling trying to get this man over here to the county line. Lord have mercy. It's a wonder he ain't turned the damn car up trying to get the damn man across the, across the county lines. Lord have mercy. He is rolling. And look at this man. Look at him. He just said, hell, I just go over here on the side of the road. Crazy. This is insane. He is flying down the highway. I mean, he is flying. Lord have mercy. And this is a dangerous road because they're always working construction on Alcoa Highway. And this fucking cop is just flying. Look how fast he's going around a ramp, 30 miles an hour. Lord have mercy. You hear Mr. DeHart say, what are y'all trying to do, kill me? Because he knows the jail is not in this vicinity. The jail is in Murrayville, Tennessee, and he knows this, so he's trying to figure out, where the hell are y'all taking me? And I've questioned this too, because I didn't know they met off the highway to transfer him over to Blount County deputies in a car. I just assumed they, took him over to the jail in Maryville. So it's kind of weird watching this that they took him off the side of the damn highway to meet. What if y'all too cheap? Damn, Knoxville, y'all too cheap for put gas in the car to drive him all the way into Maryville, Tennessee. Please help the Queen understand. This is crazy to me. But hey, it's the law. They do what the hell they want to do.
You'll have to come back on. Wrap around, right? Yeah, wrap some around. Yeah, good stuff. They're right there. Just go right down this one right here. Okay.
So he's going down a do not enter. Wow. So this is where they decide to meet him. Right here near the UT Medical Center. Wow, wow, wow. Look at all those officers. Look at all of them. Who's the guy in the jacket? Look at Big Boy running. Wow. All these officers, you can count them.
We have, from what I understand and what I can visually see, Linden down near Parkview, I'm sorry, Harrison down near Parkview is here to get any other alleyways.
Car pulls up to get him.
This is here that I'm taking care of. Needs to be blocked off.
No, sir, I think that last one took care of the entire area here.
Yes, that's the pretty boy that brought him. And then he stands over here out of the way, the one that brought him. How convenient. Out of the way, talking on the phone.
Right now, we don't need any, but if you want to go ahead and just stay just in the area, if we need additional resources, I'll call you. Here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A lot of officers.
What do you need shut down, sir? Are you gonna come back on and go around, or?
34, 37, Captain Morrow was calling you from Los Angeles.
10-4, stand by 1.
All these cars.
Okay.
One man. They have stopped traffic going both ways. This is so crazy to me. Everybody knows how bad the traffic is going out of Knoxville onto Alcoa Highway past the hospital and vice versa. People coming from Blount County, Maryville, Alcoa into Knoxville. Traffic is bad all through the day. And you would hold up the interstate to transport a fugitive to sheriff deputies. This makes no sense to me. Why couldn't you have just rolled him into the city limits to the jail? You could have had another car follow you in case you thought he might break out or something. This is weird to me. Meeting on the side of a highway, going down the do not enter sign by the damn hospital to hand him over to Blount County deputies. And as you see, these are cars in traffic. And it's no telling how long they've been sitting there up until he radioed them to let them know he was coming to bring him over there for them all to meet up. Those are actual cars sitting in traffic, blocked, just so Mr. DeHart could be handed over from Knoxville City Police to Blount County deputies. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Hold on, sorry. What was that, sir? It's already, it was.
Now he's headed back.
It's already been transferred over to.
Just ridiculous. He's headed back to Knoxville.
Look
at the traffic. Look at the traffic. Backed up for one man.
I'm at 129 North.
Wow, wow, wow.
At EG, the on-ramp.
That's traffic going into Blount County.
Right on the on-ramp at 129, that's where they were all at. And they took everybody in. Yes, sir.
Backed up. Look at all of that traffic backed up. Just for this one person, when you could have drove him directly to the damn city jail. Now that don't make no sense. Damn, come on, y'all just doing too much. It's on silent right now. He's going down Alcoa Highway back into Knoxville. This officer. Obviously, there's another car that's unmarked. It's a coffee break. Help. Are they playing their music? I don't know what the hell this is about. Let me see. Another angle, I guess. They're showing you different angles of this transference of the fugitive. So now we get to see it finally. They dragged him out. Face forward. Go back. They're giving you different angles, everybody. That's him coming in from Knoxville, Tennessee, down a do not enter. Knoxville police. So there was another officer in the car. I didn't know he had somebody else in the car with him. Very interesting. SWAT. I guess he had a SWAT member with him. Now they're pulling him out. The other deputies. Blount County. Who's the bad boy in the blue coat? Head knocker, I guess. Let's go zoom in. They're pulling him out. They pull him out onto the ground. So I guess they threw him out on his face. Wow. Now everybody's getting ready to build a wall around him. See, you hear him say put a wall around him? There you have it. You saw it right there. The cop on the ground telling him to put a wall around for what? Why do you need Mr. DeHart shielded? For what reason? Let's replay that. He's waving his hand, build a wall around him. Wow, wow, wow. This makes no sense. Nobody's trying to get him off the ground. You threw him to the ground, but you're not pulling him up, which makes no sense. Why would you throw a fugitive to the ground, a suspect to the ground, when you should be pulling them out of the car to have them stand up on their feet? As what we saw with George Floyd, all that time of him being on the ground, he could have been in a paddy wagon. Doesn't matter if he didn't want to go in a paddy wagon. It's principle. You pull him out of the car to put him in the next car, the next paddy wagon. Makes no sense. Now they see the car here. They want to act like they're concerned about putting them in the sheriff's car. Finally got him up. What took so long? Guess they have the SWAT member riding in the passenger seat. Just to make sure nothing happens. And I don't know why the Knoxville Police Department is parked the way he's parked. Now they show you they're going into Blount County. Long drive. For those who are not familiar. Bumpy ride, bad roads, probably still not even fixed. They're now coming out of Knoxville, Tennessee. First city will be Alcoa, then Maryville. Maryville is where the jail is. Four cars. If you'd like to watch the video pertaining to the incident that took place in Blount County a month or so ago with Mr. DEHART and the deputies, feel free to go on the YouTube queue to watch it. I just wanted to show you him being arrested, the Knoxville police officer putting him in the car unmarked after SWAT first arrested him in the backyard of a home. And then you saw the officer pulling up, putting Mr. DEHART in the car, but he didn't have any marks on him. So obviously when they got over to Alcoa Highway off the side of the road, they pulled him out of the car and then threw him to the ground. So there's two different versions of how his face got scratched. Thrown to the ground, and or a pit bull bit him in the backyard. You decide what's the truth, but it's all jacked up. And pictures don't. So there you have it. Picture number 1 with the SWAT, and then picture number 2 with the mark under his eye. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this video and on the community page. Take the polls on my community page. And also check the community page for said updates pertaining to breaking news. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $, engage in 129 Cash App, stickers and checks always welcome during the live stream. You've been listening to The Vault XL. Thank you.